So let's go ahead right here. So hi.
Hello.
So please introduce yourself.
Oh, so I'm Alistair Banham. I'm the CEO of pureLiFi. It's great to be here at Mobile World Congress, where we're demonstrating our great innovative technology that transfers data via light. So what we have today on our stand is we have a series of demos that use our newly launched light antenna device. So this light antenna device is fully qualified. It's ready for integration into connected devices. And this was launched formally today, and we have the press release that we're more than happy to share with people. So this device will go into smartphones, into tablets, into very small form factor devices. The beauty of this is that it connects to existing 802.11 basebands, which are already inside all of these connected devices. So whether it's your phone, whether it be your IoT devices, whether it be your tablet, it will have an 802.11. This device will connect directly to this. So what else we have today is we have a series of demonstrations that build upon this light antenna. And we have, and you'll see this over here, we have the Li-Fi Cube. So if you come over
And
here,
you're broadcasting at your whole booth? You have like emitters up in the roof, or how does it work?
So we have just above we have an access point here, which works with the head-mounted display demonstration that we have here, which is a accessory to the HoloLens, and we can talk more about that in a minute. We have the Li-Fi Cube, which is a standalone device, which is the first of its kind in the world. So you don't need to plug it into the ceiling. You can put it on a shelf, you can put it on a table. It's very flexible, it's secure. And what we know is many CIOs have worries about people working at home connecting to their network in the office, because many people do it from their kitchen or their dining room table, and they're using the Wi-Fi, which we know cannot be secure. So this device enables transmission from the cube to a high-speed client, and you work within that cone, and you're safe, secure. No one knows you're transmitting. You cannot be detected, and so on.
It's invisible light.
It's invisible light. So this is on now, and we'll show you a demo in a minute of it working. But it's very flexible. You can put it in your bag. Imagine you're an embassy person, you want to go to certain countries in the world where you want to have secure, covert conversations. Well, use the Li-Fi Cube, put it in your bag, plug the high-speed client into your PC, and you have a secure, undetected communications. Imagine in your children's bedroom where they want to play games, and mum and dad downstairs are downloading Netflix, and their latency goes, and they get a problem with the game. Have the Li-Fi Cube sitting on the desk, they're transmitting, playing the game within the Li-Fi cone, no interference, no problems with latency, and you can then do all these things that you need to do.
So if I can ask you over here, what's your background with the Li-Fi?
My personal background?
Yeah.
So I joined pureLiFi in 2016 as CEO. So we'd just gone through a Series A investment, and part of that investment was to getting some experience with a new chairman and a new CEO that had worked in larger companies in different world. And I'd lived in the US, I'd spent a lot of time in Japan, I'd spent a lot of time in Singapore, a lot of time in Europe. So I joined in 16. It was very interesting actually, because when I started, the more I thought about it, the more excited I became. Why? Because I see it had legs, because of security, the bandwidth. It overcomes a whole raft of challenges: multi-user degradation, unregulated spectrum. I mean, you can use it anywhere in the world, and you don't have to ask the local government to free up spectrum for you. So imagine moving from one country to another, wanting to communicate. You use this solution. So I joined, and I've been working with the team now to really generate and drive our strategy towards developing this first light antenna device, which will become pervasive in all of these connected devices as we go through time.
So Li-Fi is industry standard?
Li-Fi is industry standard. So back in 2017 we set up the topic interest group, and in 2018 under the IEEE it was given the number 802.11bb. So it's the first light communication standard that will, when ratified early this year, because we've gone through all of the different levels of ratification, it will be certified this year. It will enable full interoperability with RF. So Wi-Fi to Li-Fi handover, RF to Li-Fi handover. It becomes automatic as you do with your LTE to Wi-Fi when you go in and out of the home. So you have all of this great technology with light, and what it means is that this device here can be placed inside connected devices because it's standard, it'll be standards compliant, so many people can build equipment that will interoperate with each other.
When you talk about the 802.11
BB,
that sounds like so there's also 802.11 in the market that's Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Bluetooth?
So 802.11 is the most pervasive protocol on the planet. All connected devices have 802.11 basebands in them. So we chose to make sure that all of our products are 802.11 compliant by working with them and the IEEE to have a fully interoperable light antenna device that works in that 802.11. So it works alongside Wi-Fi, WiGig, Bluetooth, LTE, 5G, doesn't matter. So you can have Li-Fi to Wi-Fi handovers, right? So you can have a device that has both Li-Fi in and Wi-Fi. You put your phone in the pocket, it converts to Wi-Fi, you bring your phone out, it comes back onto Li-Fi. So full interoperability.
What does the 802.11 actually do? That when people say that?
So what it is, it's the protocol that's used. So all companies that build 802.11 solutions meet and conform to that 802.11 standard. So it means if I'm from company A and you're from company Z and you're building 802.11 devices, we can connect and talk to each other. So it gives you full interoperability. So it's a global standard for all connected devices. There's around something like 4.5 billion connected 802.11 devices out there that our technology will connect to.
And this little chip, which part of it? Is that both sides of it that you're showing here?
Yeah, so what you've got, this is the front side, this is the detector and the transmitter, and this is just the back side PCB. So what this will do is it will fit inside the end of your phone or in your connected device, and instead of transmitting via RF, you're transmitting via light.
And you need to connect that on a PCB?
So this will connect
you need to be in the front of the device.
Yeah, so you put it on the edge of the device and you have like an infrared cover on it, so you won't even see it. And then you connect it. There's a little on the PCB there. You put a little flex wire that go to your PCB, and then it connects to your existing 802.11 baseband device in the phone, whether it be AC, AX, and obviously in the future BE.
Are there phones other than just a few prototypes?
So there's not a phone that's out there in production, but we're obviously working, and part of our goal is to get this into high volume connected devices. And the point of launching this fully qualified device today is to enable our customers to evaluate it and know that this is the device that will end up in the phone once it's been qualified.
And how many companies are working on the Li-Fi ecosystem?
So I know of probably 5 or 6, maybe 7 or 8. I mean, there's a lot going on even within the semiconductor world where people are looking at photonics as a way of transmitting and receiving data. But we're the global leaders. We are ahead of the game, as our customers tell us. We're very proud to be there and we want to stay there. But this will become a pervasive technology that will touch everyone as we go through the next 10 years.
Is a company like OLEDcom a competitor or a partner? Or?
Well, OLEDcom is a company that builds a Li-Fi for their specific market. So, the point is the market is so small at the moment, but the opportunity is so big. The more competition in there, more people producing Li-Fi products is good for the whole ecosystem. So there's so much to play for. They support schools and high data rate products for different applications. We happen to be focused on the consumer and the military and defense and industrial.
Yeah, and what's it called? So the main thing you're trying to solve is stable bandwidth, a reliable bandwidth, even when there's a lot of people in the room or
Yeah, so-
a lot of things happening, you still get the good signal.
Yeah, so as the more and more connected devices are in our homes, I don't know how many you have in your home, but some people have 20 to 30 devices. You have all the family have connected PCs, connected tablets, connected phones, connected IoT devices, connected whatever. So the more people that go onto this Wi-Fi bubble, let's say, the more congested it gets. And the one who commands the largest data or bandwidth actually impacts everyone else there. Classic example, you go to the airport and you want to get onto the Wi-Fi, you can't get on there because there's thousands of people trying to get on there, and even when you do get on there, someone then sucks a massive bandwidth product and you get kicked off. So what happens is, using Li-Fi alongside Wi-Fi, and we're additive and complementary, we're not here to replace it, you can actually have a better experience with your RF because you off-boarding stuff onto the Li-Fi, which will take higher data rates and higher bandwidth, and the people who are using Wi-Fi will have a better experience.
If you cover the sensor, receiver, sender with your hand, or if you turn your phone around, or as soon as you disconnect with Li-Fi, it should automatically, instantly be on the Wi-Fi, continue the connection.
So the whole standardization 802.11bb gives you that. So when one is blocked, so people say I've got Li-Fi on my phone. When I put it in my pocket, it's not going to work. Well, no, light doesn't go through your pocket, does it? But it'll automatically switch over to RF. It's the same as when you're outside with LTE. So as XR, VR, AR, mixed reality, doesn't matter what you want to call it, becomes more of a reality in this world, then Li-Fi is a solution to help drive and support those applications.
All right. What's the price of your technology? Is it no-brainer to add it to every smartphone?
So, we work with high-volume partners that enable us to be cost-effective. So, part of the process on pricing is you've got to be market-ready, market pricing. So we know in volume this supports. Being designed into high-volume products.
Cool. All right. Thanks a lot.
So good?
So maybe there'll be Li-Fi everywhere in the future.
Oh, Li-Fi is going to be pervasive and touch everyone on this planet over time.
And you just need to connect something on the light bulb, right? Maybe
You don't need a light bulb. You can have an access point which is infrared. I mean, that's an infrared access point. There's no light on there. You could put light around it so you can switch it on and off just for light illumination, but you don't need that for transmitting and receiving data.
But wouldn't it be nice to put it on every light bulb?
Well, you could, yeah, that's one option. You could put it into every light bulb and have it transmitting, but when you turn that light off, what happens? You don't transmit in the dark. So it's probably better to have a infrared solution with the visible light around it. You then turn the light off, like on a plane. When you're doing work on a plane, you want sometimes to watch things. You don't want the visible light. So it can sit alongside a traditional light for sure.
Cool. All right. Thanks a lot.
Okay. So